Failure is part of life. The difference for me, though, is I look at failure as a stepping stone to success.
You should seek failures. See, if you're playing it safe, you're not going to win. It's not better to be safe than sorry. It's by trying things that you figure out how far you can go. You got to get outside the box.
To get past it, you got to go through it. To get past your failure, you got to go through it. You can't go around your failure. You can't go over your failure. You can't go under your failure. You can't ignore your failure. You need to grieve the failure. You need to feel the pain. Now, we don't like feeling bad, but grief is a good thing. Grief is the way we get through the failure, and grief is the way we learn the lessons.
That is what the process is like. Fail, learn, move forward, and constantly do that because you're cutting edge. You're going where people haven't been before.
After every defeat, after every setback, every time you get knocked down, I've got a saying, if life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. See, a lot of people, because of failure, they stop believing. Let me share something with you. You will fail your way to success. Yes, you will fail your way to success. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times people tell you that you can't do it. It doesn't matter if you don't have a dime in the bank. You will fail your way to success.
With every failure is the seed for success. You cannot succeed without failure, in the same way that a tree cannot grow if you don't bury the seed in the soil. So be okay with it. Say, yes, I'm going to fail. Yes, this is not going to work out. Yes, this is going to be a complete failure. Make more mistakes. Make more failures. Keep going. The idea is to just shut your brain off and just do it anyway.
Where are the warriors that say, I'm going to make a decision and I'm keeping it? Devotion, discipline. Devote yourself to something bigger. Be decisive about what you're going to do. Say, I'm going to do it and that's it. And then be disciplined about getting it done every single day, whether you feel like it or not.
Success is moving from one failure to the next with great enthusiasm. You should be very enthusiastic about your failures because you're going to learn something and you're going to stumble, but you're also going to stumble upon something that no one ever thought of. So, you just keep going and you're going to fail and then rise up and fail again. And that's the journey, up and down, man.
Embrace failure. Love failure. Fail as many times as you possibly can so that you can get one step closer to having the thing happen.
Every single big name that we could possibly think of has experienced massive failure to some extent. Thomas Edison, man, he tried 10,000 times before he got his light bulb to light up the first time, and that invention changed the course of the world. Henry Ford's another guy. He had multiple failed automotive businesses before finding success. J.K. Rowling started on Harry Potter as an unemployed, recently divorced single mother. None of these stories experienced success the minute they decided to try to do something. But instead of what most people do and quit, they kept at it. Assuming you're going to go out there and kill it on your first try, guys, is an arrogant thought. It's extremely naive. You have to look at failures as unavoidable. They're part of the process. That's just the way it is. They're going to happen, and they're going to happen to you. They're going to happen to your loved ones. They're going to happen to your kids, and they're going to happen a lot. All you have to do is figure out why it happened and avoid that pothole the next time you walk by it. Each time you start something new, you have to understand that you are going to fail. Not just once, not just twice, but likely dozens of times over the course of your life. And the difference between people who make it and people who don't is how much of it they're willing to put up with. Once you come to terms with that, you'll be able to start to recognize where you are in the cycle and begin to start moving forward from there. You've got to view failure as part of the equation. It is part of the success equation. Trying to create success without failure is the same thing as trying to bake a cake without sugar or butter.
Some of you in this room today, you need to change your mind because some of you are thinking about giving up because you're in a season of failure. But just because you failed doesn't mean that God doesn't have a bright future in store for you. And He's always too soon to quit.